been several hours, but I got my Galaxy Buds Live, I believe they're called. These little weird jelly bean earbuds, so that I can listen to music without violating Twitch streaming rights or practices, whatever. Um, so that's exciting. That'll be more fun for for me at least. Uh, we're gonna go back to developing the Flutter app, following the next task. I think we left off. We had just handled the loading circle progress indicator. So now we need an error. We need to figure out when a snapshot has an error, basically. So let's see what snapshot can do. Error. Okay, so there's data as an object, error has error. So that's probably the same. I'm going to assume that has error is the same as has data, which is a Boolean value coming back. Yeah. So this will probably wait until last result was failure. Yeah, okay, cool. So if that, let me get back to my, we need a center widget. No, that's the other one. Let's see. Center widget with the text error. So, oh God, I just got lost. Okay, here we go. Wow. It's been a long day. Anyway, if snapshot has error, then we want to return something like this, yeah, with some text, basically, except for this. So the child needs to be text. And where's my other text? It should be in the grid title text, and the first value is a string. Do we need any styling on it? You know what? Let's just do this. Yeah, we're gonna put the same kind of styling. I don't think it's gonna be, or maybe it will center the text. In all honesty, since it's in a center div. Text style. Not sure. Okay, let's do return. Let's clean this up a little bit. That's the text style, yeah. Okay, I'm missing, no, that's this right here, which means I'm, yeah, one away. There we go. So clearly I did something wrong with the syntax here. This should just be error. Oh, okay, so that's what it wasn't liking. What was in there before? Snapshot the data index. I guess, no, it should still have an index based on Oh, no, we don't, because it's in the item builder. Ah, that's why the error. Okay, here we go. Because the item builder value has the, from the grid builder, has the context in the index. So, why is this a problem now? Like, I just want to put a color on some text. This should be pretty simple. And I think this is the part that I am getting tired of with this tool set. Does it need a const in front of it again? Type dynamic. Void const keyword. That's okay. So here it wants a const value. Like if I take this off here, I'm not sure what the differences are here. Prefer const with constant structures. Creates a widget that centers its child. I guess because it's a function in the child, it doesn't like that. But here, the child is a known widget instead of a function. Or, I mean, this is technically a widget as well. No, I don't. Creates a circular progress indicator. Maybe it's not. I mean, I swear that looks center. It's the same kind of thing. This is specifically a widget. Yeah, they're both. And then this has a child that takes a widget. Why? I don't know why that needs to be constant, why it doesn't up here. It's kind of throwing me off. And why would a const not like this? Invalid constant value. Well, what is white if not a constant value? Oh, and I can finally do it without the opacity here. So, I mean, that's what I thought was confusing. The fact that I needed to add this. So let's just see what happens here. What does it have to say about that? Per const with constant structures. So, okay. Learning something new. I guess the with opacity makes it variable so that it's no longer a const. Like it can, I don't know. I don't know why that would be. Like if you set a constant value to the opacity, I don't know enough about the colors to understand where that difference is. Okay, let's go take a look. Where did my app go? There it is. And there's no errors. So let's see. Let's create an error to confirm our stuff. So we can just say throw something wrong here on our fetch. I would assume, and then when that runs, oh, you know what? If it's white, you can't read it. Wow. Okay. So let's make the background color red. Now, center. What are the options here? Okay, what are the options here? String, struct style, text style. Okay, so maybe I can say background here. Background color. just call it colors dot red. All right, let's try that. Yay, there we go. We got our error. Okay, it does exist. I would like to make this bigger, but being just the text thing. Yeah, they want the center widget. I would probably rather use a container. Width factor, height factor. Okay. So let's try those out. Width factor. Is that the correct? No, where was that? Oh, that's in the center. Ah, dirt. Okay. Width factor, I assume it's like some value. 2. Height factor 2. Just see if that makes it any bigger. I assume it would. It moved it. It moved it without that. I was like, I don't think this is a type double. What would the double be? 0.5? 0.5. Is that 50%? Is that the centering? No, it's way up there. Clearly these are not, this is more like a placement thing and not an actual aspect of how big the text is. It'd be nice if I could set a background color here, but I'm gonna guess that I would need to set this to a container with the child and all that. So let's just try this. So instead of injecting a text child, we're going to inject a container, and our margins are jacked. Or tabbing rather. Sorry. Let's see, container. Okay, yeah, margin, that's our margins. It's a double. I don't think there's any way to do. I don't know. Let's see. If the child is the container, shouldn't need any margins. Should go in the middle. Width and height. So let's try that. Width 20. Let's see, 50. I have no idea what the value is here. Height 50. Is this a const problem? Like, what is going on here again? Just need to be const. No. What is up with the red? The child is the text, and the style has a text style. Center. Okay, so I've got like one extra of these somewhere. Oh. That's my container. This is my text. And this is my text style. Constructor being called isn't a const constructor. Try moving okay, now what? Now what is it not liking? Sized box for white space. Why can't this have... Okay, well this. It's probably this. for const with const constructors. So that's where we get this const bit back. Maybe? Oh, criminally trigger. Let's see. So we want a center, I don't even know what to call this, widget with container child. Okay, so I guess the container needs the center as opposed to no, actually, okay, so we have a container with a child of center with a child of container. So why, yeah, this is like exactly what I want to do. Why on God's green earth can I not do a center with a child of container? Sized box for white space. Yeah, thanks. What? Why are you underlining this? You know, sometimes I just want to like run it and see if there's an error. I've seen an error come up here before, but clearly nothing is... Okay, no, wait. Style. So I had the style. I needed background color. Red. Colors. Dot red. Okay, so I guess it is working. Let's say 300. 300. Now why? This is just putting this at the top left corner of the... So I think it's a container with... Can you put a style on this? Does container have style? Color, so we can say color. Move the coloring right and see exactly what I anticipated. Okay, so we do need to do a center with a child of text. With a container. Container has a child of center. Has a child of text. And this needs to come in some. And that goes there, and that goes there, and that goes there, I guess. Oh, everything's over just a little bit. That's fine. Bring it back one. It's interesting that I can have all these syntax problems for a constant, blah, 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 but then it actually runs anyway. And there we go. But now, oh crap. So I have to put a, like, what is this? I have to use the center to move it to the center, to put a container in it to give it boundary, to then say I want in the center the text Whew. Somewhere in there, someone thought this was a good idea, and I don't really understand who, but or why, and maybe I just don't know enough about it yet, and I just need to get used to it. But this feels overly complicated to not be able to put. I mean, I guess technically I could just calculate the insets and the offsets of the container, which is like margins and padding and all that I'm pretty used to doing. So we will try it. This comma needs to go, and we're gonna save it, and then we're just gonna run it and see what we end up with. Yeah, so center puts the container where it needs to be. Now, what is all this again? Const with const constructors. So, is that here? Nope. Is that here? Maybe I can take that off. Okay, well now it's finally looking better. And I don't know where the non-const constructor was. I'm trying to think of any other way to do this. The text, I don't see any. I see scaling factors, soft wrap, text direction, align, strut style, style. Style, I don't think has any sort of double. It has a height. Does it have a width? I assume that's the text. No, the font size. So why would it have a height and not a width? Fudge. Sometimes I don't understand. Just don't understand. I need to listen to some music. Oh, and I've got to go pick up my daughter in a second. That's fine. That's fine. It'll be good. It'll be good to take a break. But, yeah, let's see. We want the width wider than the height. I'll just bring this down to 200. See what that looks like. That's closer. I don't know if I can do any kind of border radius. And CSS is the thought. Container geometry. There's a geometry thing I think I saw somewhere. Decoration, foreground, width, height, constraints, margin, transform. It's just an alignment geometry. It'd be nice if you could, you know, pad the edges of the container. I'll bring this down about 50. And I'm still thinking of another way to do this. All right, let's see what this alignment geometry is. Okay, so we're going to say that, shoot, I mean, it definitely aligns inside the element, Yeah, and that makes sense. So, because when I take this off and run it, it's going to put the error in the top left. Oh, no, wait, it's a center div that's in there. Then what is this doing at all exactly? Alignment. They need doubles. Let's try 50-50 XY. Yeah, I don't understand what this is about. Line the child within the container. And I guess, okay, so maybe we can get rid of the, let's just try that. So let's get rid of the center. And honestly, center might be the easier way to do this. Like, because this seems to just get really complicated really fast. This is the container, this is the text, this is the style, all this come back one. And then this is going to say something about it being a const. Jeez, okay. 250, okay, so let's try 0.5. So that was my first impression. It was that it's a percentage double. What did that do exactly? I don't know. So if we take out the alignment, this should be in the top left, right? It's in the top left. Okay, so if we redo, okay, I think it's a 1-to-1. If I remember correctly, when I read alignment, this is like one of the corners. It's 0-to-1 and -1. So x is 1, y is 1. So if I want to center this text, I need to know how wide it is too, probably. So it's like 0.3. And sure, we'll try 0.3 because there is some height and depth to it, right? And we're pretty close. I think this would move it over some. Let's move it so we can see it on it while it's refreshing. Should just, yeah. So how is this fraction such a small fraction, right? And then 5, it just goes over that much. 0.5, like what is? Why is that almost in the center? Because 0 is far left. Wait, it's not? What? 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 Oh my god. Okay. -1 is the far left. This will be on the far left side. 1 is the far right side. And 0 is in the middle. Okay, I get it. I get it now. It's a positive negative value scale. I should have remembered that. I do remember seeing that in the documentation. So I can just say alignment in the middle. This feels better. This feels better than having like 3, 4, what was it? You know, I mean, I think that's my problem with Flutter is it's just like so much depth to the objects, and I feel like if maybe I just stuck with container and learned container really well, I can build the kind of elements I really want pretty easily. And with that, I definitely need to go. My wife's calling me. Hello. Yeah, I sure do. I gotta go pick her up. All right. Well, without further ado, thanks again for tuning in. We're not getting very far very quickly, but figuring out some of this Dart or Flutter stuff is pretty interesting. I plan on coming back later tonight and at least get through this project. There's only one more question to handle, but I mean, the first part was building this whole, like the day or so it took us to get here. But yeah, I'll catch you in a few.